Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, and thanks for joining us for News 5 Now at 8 o'clock. I'm Shimani Baker here with Bill Riles.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to News 5 Now. We appreciate you watching. You know what? It's cold in here.
It is cold in here. It's cold outside. It's cold
outside.
Everywhere.
Here's a secret. I'm going to tell you a secret. A lot of people may not know this.
Okay.
This building that we're in, 555 Broadcast Drive, right across from Target at the mall in Mobile, has no heat.
Has no heat.
There's no heat in this building whatsoever.
So whatever it feels like outside, it feels like in here.
Kind of, yeah, a little bit of that. That harkens back to the days when television equipment generated a lot of its own heat.
Mm-hmm.
And so, do we have air conditioner? Boy, you bet we do.
Yep.
Lots of it. And it's on right now in certain parts of the building, but no heat. So,
yeah.
You know, people depend on space heaters and things. You have like a super...
I have a space heater by my desk, in the studio. Everywhere I go, there's a space heater because it's just too cold in here for me. Well, speaking of cold, we're going to talk about all things snow, road conditions, all of those good things that we're keeping an eye on for you. We'll tell you what they are in just a second.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
We are starting things off with our big stories this morning, starting off with number 5. CBS News has obtained new documents that show President Donald Trump could potentially send thousands of troopers to the U.S.-Mexico border to stop the flow of illegal immigration. Communities around the country are bracing for ramped-up enforcement efforts. There are new details on President Donald Trump's efforts to crack down on the immigration issues. 1,500 U.S. troops are heading to the southern border, a number that could explode to as many as 10,000.
Number 4, one person was injured in a house fire in Crichton. This happened Wednesday. Mobile fire rescue officials say a space heater is to blame for that fire. 2 people were inside the home on Josephine Street when the fire started. Both were able to escape on their own. We have no word yet on the injured person's condition other than to say we're told that they are expected to survive.
Number 3, Highway 59 is backed up with cargo trucks. Since last night, the interstate has been closed east and westbound, heading into Florida at the Loxley exit. You can still go from Highway 59 west toward Mobile, but getting into Florida today will be very difficult, if not impossible, at least until the temperatures get up above freezing. Many are waiting it out until the temperature gets high enough to melt away some of that remaining ice. That is a problem and dangerous. If you're traveling on Highway 59, please just go slow.
And number 2, a lot of people with nothing else better to do decided to make snowmen in all the snow. And here are a couple of snowmen right here. This one is Simone Sherrat's, right? She built this one. And there we have the first one we saw, Shimani built that. And then this one is the Ode to USA, the Jags. How about that?
Look at there. Iron Bowl. We've got Auburn and Alabama snowman. Look at there. That's pretty cool. You guys are getting in on the fun. This lady right here and her husband decided to build Donald Trump out of ice. Okay. Number 1, we're going to show you some folks who are getting in on the fun, including our very own Grant Skinner sledding at the University of South Alabama. Grant said he took the wheels off of a longboard and hit the slopes.
There you go.
Go, Grant.
Everybody using whatever they can to do a little sledding because if you go to Academy or somewhere, do they even have a sled there? An actual sled?
Probably not.
I wonder if anybody down here is, no one has an actual sled.
So we're using surfboards and longboards.
So I saw somebody on cardboard yesterday. Whatever you can use to sled down the hill.
You can get. Well, we're going to move things over to our question of the day, which is, lots of places are closed due to the snow. If you can't buy something, what are you going to cook?
A lot of that's going to depend on what you have in your pantry
That's
and
right.
your refrigerator and your freezer, I would think. But
steak, but baked potato.
Yeah,
okay, I like
that.
that. I need to go to Queenie's house.
There you go. Creamy chicken and rice. Oh, that sounds good. Pot roast in the crock pot. I like that.
Yes, beef stew.
Oh, that looks good.
Guys,
really good. Yeah.
can Bill and I come for a plate? Look at
We
that.
got some seafood gumbo. Love some gumbo.
I like this.
Good.
Ravioli and vodka sauce with garlic bread. I like the
Guys are
sound of
getting
that.
creative out there. We got some fried deer meat. I like that.
That sounds like our manager, Leon Petit, with the deer meat.
Could be. Grilled chicken Caesar salad. That's good. Tomato soup and grilled cheese. You can't go wrong there.
Ooh, yes.
I
Any
don't know
kind
what
of
I
soup.
would cook. I haven't cooked it because I've been here. So I haven't cooked anything. That's sad. I would be cooking. Chili.
Veggie soup, cornbread for us. Ooh, okay. Chili on top of the fire.
Yep.
Y'all, should we just stop by? Drop your address in the comments, and
Yeah.
Bill and I will come by for
A little
a plate.
taste test. Multiple households.
Right.
We'll let you know how you did. We'll
Oh
be the
my
judges of that.
goodness. I love it.
that
I
a lot.
love it. But it's true. There's not very much open. I think Bill and John tried to go to Waffle House yesterday.
tried.
It was
Closed.
closed.
No, couldn't find a place that said, how about McDonald's? Nope, closed.
Yeah.
So we'll check today to see if anybody's open back up and ready for business today. Do you like driving in the snow? That is our poll this morning. And my firm answer to that is nope. Nope, don't like it. And you know what? I'm going to qualify that. I don't mind driving in the snow. You got to go slow. You got to be careful. Got don't tap on those brakes on the ice. But my problem is all of the other people who don't know how to drive in the snow, that are getting up close to you. Don't get close to me. Back off, buddy.
Back off, buddy. I know. Listen, guys, you got to go really slow out there. There's black ice. There's ice that hasn't melted. There's still snow on the roads. No need to be right up on the bumper of somebody. Come
Right.
on now.
And some of that is going to continue into tomorrow morning as well. There will still be patches. When I came over this morning, I came on the Bayway and Interstate 10 on the Mobile side, past westbound, past the Wallace Tunnel. Some of the bridges over Slava Creek, and then another bridge that are overpass, like over Michigan Avenue. They're still iced over. So you
Right.
have to be careful. You have to slow down when you get to those parts. Don't brake on top of them, and you'll have a problem there. So.
And we have some people in the comments saying, can we see the interstates? Well, we showed it on News 5 this
Yeah.
morning when we were on air. I know that Chad Petrie did post what it looks like at Highway 59 on the Loxley exit of the cargo trucks backed up, waiting to get onto the interstate.
And there are a number of trucks in Daphne as well, when I was leaving this morning, that are in the Jubilee parking lot and the Home Depot parking lot that are just parked there because they can't go anywhere. We're all headed eastbound and realized they couldn't get through, just like this.
So this is how backed up it is. This is in Loxley, the Highway 59 exit. Truckers are just waiting to see if the temperatures will get high enough to kind of melt some of that snow. As we know, the interstates from the Alabama state line up until, I believe, Tallahassee are closed. All lanes.
We had problems yesterday. I was watching the algo cameras, and problems with eastbound trucks coming out of the Wallace Tunnel trying to get up that grade, and it was icy and snowy. And they had slowed down in the tunnel, and the grade slows them down, and then trying to get past the ice and snow, they just bogged down. And so they had all the ALDOT people who were out there trying to get them through as well. We have a question about what's going on toward Mississippi. As far as we know, the interstate is open westbound, so you can get there from here. We don't know of any major problems that way. There is another major problem, I-65 north, near the Bay Minette exit, the 225 exit, and that is having some problems as well. The hill up to Old Spanish Fort, we don't know if that's open yet. It was closed yesterday as I came home. You have to take the road below the bluff, go up toward the Daphne exit, and then go back into Spanish Fort that way. But that hill was iced over yesterday. Today, don't know. It's probably still got some ice on it. The cops were there blocking that road. So, but we'll find out today.
Absolutely. Well, you took the Bayway here to work.
To work this morning, yeah.
Okay.
The Bayway, at least the right lane, mostly clear. There was still some ice and snow in some of the left-hand lane. But there, again, some of those other people were able to pass me on certain parts of the Bayway, and that's fine, as long as they pass and get out of the way and move on up. But yeah, the Bayway was mostly clear. I said the bridges are iced over on the Mobile side, westbound. So eastbound, that's pretty much a, I don't know. I didn't drive that part. So, but we'll find out. We'll have people out and about today. We'll be reporting on it. You'll find it here on WKRG's Facebook page. You'll also find it on our website, WKRG.com. And we'll be reporting it at 9 o'clock when I will be there this morning in place of Devin Walsh for News 5 at 9. So we hope you'll join us then.
Someone just asked, are all roads closed today? So once again, all roads are not closed per se. It's mainly just from the Alabama state line up until Tallahassee on the eastbound
That's exactly right.
side.
Yeah.
Those lanes are closed until, that snow can melt and it's safer to get back on the roads. Just in the Mobile area, you can drive on the roads. We're just asking that you guys be very, very careful. Take it slowly. No need to rush. Please don't be on each other's bumpers. And police will be out patrolling all day to make sure, you all are safe.
Ideally, roads in residential neighborhoods will probably still have ice and snow on them. My neighborhood in Daphne, I live up on a hill, and as I was pulling out of a two-wheel drive truck, trying to get up the hill, couldn't, because it was just slipping.
Yeah.
And so I had to go around the other way and get in another way. But it was all clear by the end of the day.
Right.
It had melted by the end of the day, and we expect more of that today. The roads the slow melt of the snow and the ice will go on today. It'll refreeze overnight, and you'll have the black ice in patches, in places tomorrow. So you just got to be smart.
Absolutely.
And you got to use some common sense, and you got to look for that.
That's right. Well, you can stay up to date on all the latest news on our WKRG Facebook page. And you can also tune in to Channel 5 at 9 o'clock. Bill will have some updates on some of the questions that you all are asking. Someone just said, what about the interstate from Grand Bay to Saraland? That is something we'll have to look and check on for you. Any news on how DIP near Dog River Bridge is?
A lot of questions. We can't be everywhere, but you can you can check Algo cameras. That's a good one to get if you've got the Algo app. They'll show you a lot of the trouble spots. May not show you the ice and snow, but they'll show you where traffic is backed up. And that's kind of the thing you'll need to know, and that's sort of a precursor of what you need to know. So you look for the Algo cam. In fact, we'll show it to you right here.
Yes, we're going to show you kind of what that looks like, y'all. I know some folks had some questions. Yeah. You guys can look up the Algo traffic cameras on your own. It's not something that is just for the news folks.
You can even download an app from the Alabama Department of Transportation, and you'll have it right there on your phone. You can check roads before you leave. And you see the red areas. That's where traffic is backed up on the interstate. You'll see the green areas. That's where traffic is flowing for the most part. But you'll get alerts like these. And so there you go. A little public service announcement
Look at
from
this.
the Alabama Department of Transportation. There you go.
Wow.
There's the trucks. Wow.
Wow, look at that.
That is amazing. Right
This
there.
is again in Loxley, Highway 59 there. Those trucks are still just waiting around just to see what's going to happen.
Nowhere to go. And you see the road there looks clear, but further up ahead on the interstate, there's still ice just packed on those roads. And you got some significant grades where the road goes up. And they're traveling slower than normal because in fear of that ice. And so they get stuck on the grade. Mm-hmm. If you get one truck stuck, you can't go anywhere.
Right.
Everybody behind you is stuck as well. And so if that truck is slipping and sliding, they have nothing to do but just stop and to try to get up that grade. As I mentioned yesterday, we were watching trucks trying to get up through the Wallace Tunnel. That was quite informative to just watch what they were doing. But anyway, just be careful out there. You can download the app there and see what's going on.
Here's some folks on the Bayway here.
Yeah, this is kind of what the Bayway looks like. You got the right lane open. I think they pre-treated the right lanes with a special chemical. They don't have an infinite supply of it, obviously, but that's why you've got the right lane open and you've still got ice and snow on parts of the left lane. There are still places where you can pass, like right here. You see both lanes are open on the Bayway. So there you go. Lots to talk about. Lots of questions we know, and we don't know about every single road in the WKRG viewing area. But we will have people out and about today, and we'll try to find out some of those answers for you.
Yes.
We'll post them at WKRG right here on our Facebook page at WKRG.com. And again, on air, as much as we can, shoehorn in there. How about that?
So we certainly thank you all for joining us for News 5 Now. Be sure to tune in at 9 o'clock to see Bill. He'll have some of those updates for you all. And, of course, we'll keep you updated on air and online as we get those updates. Thank you all so much. Have a great day and stay warm.
Bye-bye.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.